My name is Caitlin Finch, and today I'm going to be talking to you about operators in C++. Before we get into it, let's define what an operator is. Simply put, operators are symbols that we use to form an expression. There are three categories of these operators: unary, binary, and ternary. First, unary operators perform a single expression. The first unary operator is the unary minus. All this does is change the sign of an argument. For example, if a equals 10 and b equals the unary minus of a, then b equals negative 10. Next is the increment. This adds 1 to the given value. For example, if a equals 1 and b equals the increment of a, then b equals 2. Last is the decrement. This subtracts 1 from the given value. For example, if a equals 1 and b equals the decrement of a, then b would be 0. Next, let's talk about binary operators. These operators perform two or more expressions. The first group of binary operators are arithmetic operators. First, we have addition. This adds the two values together. Subtraction subtracts the two values. Multiplication multiplies the two values together. And division divides the two values. The last arithmetic operator is the only one that is not self-explanatory. Modulus is represented by a percent sign and is used to find the remainder when the first operand is divided by the second. For example, 5 modulus 3 is 2, and 7 modulus 4 is 3. Something to remember whenever you're using arithmetic operators is the precedence. The rules are as follows: parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Now let's talk about assignment operators. First, the equal sign assigns the left variable to the right. The plus and equal sign adds the current value of the variable on the left to the value on the right, and assigns the result to the variable on the left. Subtraction and the equal sign subtracts the two values, then assigns the result to the variable on the left. Multiplication and equal multiplies the values and then assigns the result to the variable on the left. Division and equals divides, then assigns the result to the variable on the left, and modulus and equals finds the remainder and assigns the value to the left. Next are logical operators. The to and signs return true when both the conditions are satisfied. Next, this returns true when one or both conditions are satisfied, and the exclamation point returns true when the condition is not satisfied. Next are relational operators. The two equal signs checks if two operands are equal. Exclamation point in equal checks if the two operands are equal, and if not, it will return true. The greater than sign checks the first operand is greater than the second. Less than checks if the first operand is less than the second. The greater than and equal checks whether the first operand is greater than or equal to the second. And the less than and equal checks whether the first operand is less than or equal to the second. The last type of operator is the ternary operator. This only has one type and is called the conditional operator, and it is used in C and C++. This operator returns one of two values depending on the result of an expression. Here it is defined. If expression 1 is true, then expression 2 is evaluated. But if expression 1 is false, then expression 3 is evaluated. In conclusion, operators are the foundation of any programming language. Thus, the functionality of C and C++ programming language is incomplete without these operators. We can define operators as symbols that help us to perform specific mathematical and logical computations on operands. I hope I helped you learn the basics of operands and learn how to implement them into your C and C++ codes. Thank you for watching.